had it a little while now, probably 6 to 7 months, and I can honestly say that, you know, it's been on the button every time. There's not been a problem with it once. Even the air forks, they haven't leaked, they haven't dropped. So for me, I always run at 160, 170 psi. That all just depends on where I'm at circuit wise, and you know, and how the forks are working, and what I'm feeling, really, to be honest, what I'm feeling through the bars. I mean, normally if you're running at 160 to 165 psi and you're anywhere from 13 to 14 stone at a reasonable speed, then I don't think you're going to go too far wrong with that pressure. I've also had the triple clamps, the SFS air clamps. The idea of these is basically to just provide a little bit more of a cushion for your arms, a little bit more arms and wrist, a little bit more flex, and you can feel them moving a little bit, especially coming into the turns, and like I say, some bumps at high speed. But yeah, you know, they're good. It gives you, it's a positive feeling. To be honest, like, you know, I was a little bit skeptical about these clamps and just thought, you know, it's a gimmick, but actually I do really enjoy them now, and can feel the benefits for them, especially at high speed. It does feel a little bit strange sometimes when you get a little drop out and you think it's the forks, but you know, you soon get your head around that, and the benefits really do outweigh that feeling at times. So basically, the clamps have got canisters in them, which obviously you put pressure into. When you first get them, you've got to set the PSI quite high, so it's quite rigid, and then, you know, once they're bedded in, then you can start playing about with the pressures. Normally, I'm not a fan of oversized discs, and the reason being is that when you come into a turn, sometimes you can lose that feel, that front end feel, because normally on a smaller disc or a standard disc, you can come in, and when you do that, you can drag the front a little bit more. Whereas, you know, with the braking power of an oversized disc is that when you try dragging it, it just basically stamps, so you know, you'll lose the front end. But you know, I'm gonna have to eat humble pie, and the Motormasters this time, from what I've found, is that I have been able to drag it a little bit more, so there does seem to be improvement. Main thing that I've had to do to the two-stroke is chains, sprockets, oil, and that's oil with fuel. Are they cheaper to run? You know, I've heard people moaning and stuff regarding about pipes, that they wipe out a front pipe. For me, it's not about whether it's cheaper to run. It's more about the fact that it's easier to work on. So, for example, if something does go wrong with your four-stroke, you know, people are less prone to be able to fix it, especially if they're at the track. The bottom line is, a bike is fun, and that's it. So, two-stroke and four-stroke, we all know, you know, the differences. We've heard it enough. So, you know, whether a four-stroke's more fun or a two-stroke's more fun, and a four-stroke's more easy to ride, and really, it's not really that important, is it? It's what you want from a bike. You're finding a lot more people now just going practicing, and if they're going practicing, they're practicing with their mates. So, and if they're doing that, then they want a two-stroke, you know, and they're having a little bit of a spin out or a slip, and finding that, you know, just asking a little bit more of themselves. Whereas, you know, a four-stroke will just will flatten out that line, make it a little bit easier at times. There's a different technique which is involved, and it just seems that if you're on a two-stroke, them techniques seem to be more fun. If you're just starting, then you know, then basically you want to learn some skills, and you'll learn them more on a two-stroke. I am a two-stroke man, and I do love two-strokes. I can see the benefits to riding the two-stroke at an early age. Unfortunately, not all manufacturers can.